What's goody folk? Greetings and salutations. I am Brycebits, your coach and creator for all things soul driven, soul intended, including my Spiritually Logic podcast, formerly known as Soul Driven Podcast. In today's reading, we are going to get into some things that our water signs might need to know. I'm kicking it off with water signs because the last time I did the elements, I did a water sign recording, but for whatever reason, the video would not upload at all. So I'm going to kick things off this time with water signs, and because we are also still in Pisces season. Yes. So this intuitive collective reading for the water signs is timeless, so whenever you come across it, so shall it be for you. This is for water signs in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, or otherwise heavily aspected in your birth chart. Alright, so as we always do, we're going to start with the dice to forecast some energies that you all may be in or coming into. So first off, and this is for a lot of people too, so if you're familiar with my intuitive readings, 2 represents, for my numerology, union, companionship, and partnership energy. Reducing to 1 is the emotional body, which is how we feel about things that we've gone through and our life experiences, and also leadership energy. Okay, so that already tells me off bat that of course there's some union, companionship, partnership on the horizon for water signs. This could be a love mate, soulmate. This could even be business partnerships, or just a really good friendship. It all depends on where you resonate with this energy. Okay, also representing that a lot of water signs are going to be taking leadership over their emotional bodies. You know, coming to grips with some things that that you all have harbored, maybe in the past. They're just resolving some things, just moving on with the moving on, and resetting your emotional body for the most positive outcomes. Okay. So with that said, next up is 5. Upcoming changes. Now these changes aren't usually of bad consequences. This is usually for one's higher good, to elevate, to expand, to graduate you, so to speak. Okay? And finally, out we have 4 on blue. 4 represents the foundation space and energy. So when we think about the foundation space, these are things that our lives and our ideals and our belief systems are built on. Okay, not only limited to that, but our careers, our businesses, our one moment. So I apologize, I had to take a quick pause because of that phone. But anyway, so yeah, that's the foundation space and energy. Okay, so we reduce 4 to 2, which takes us back to the union, companionship, and partnership energy. Okay, further reducing to 1, again takes us right back to the emotional body and leadership energy. Okay, so all in all, with everything added up together, 2, 5, and 4, there's an overall energy of 11. 11 is a master number. Okay, so we're mastering some areas in our lives right now. Okay, let me go ahead and take a quick break real quick before we get into the actual reading, so I can go ahead and handle some quick business. All right, 1 second. All right, folk, and we're back. So where I left off, we were talking about the master number 11. So I just want to get into a brief descriptive of what the master number 11 is and what it means. So in numerology, numerology uses numbers to uncover your personality and path through your spiritual life. Western numerology uses the numbers 1 through 9 and the double digits, 11, 22, and 33. The double digit numbers are considered master numbers, spiritual master numbers. Master numbers have a strong spiritual attachment. Individuals with these master numbers should learn their importance as well as their negative and positive aspects. So, master numbers are sometimes considered numbers with great potential to evolve and grow. Traits of the master number, specifically 11, include spiritually consciousness, lead calm and sensitive lives, introverted, anxious, creative, peaceful, tendency to play the victim, and successful. Of course, the tendency to play the victim is a lower vibrational energy, but we want to focus on the positive. Amen. So what does master number 11 mean? This master number brings a number of positive qualities, including natural intelligence as well as spiritual intelligence, empathy, increased sensitivity, supernatural spiritual abilities, spiritual insight, and higher intuition. The 11 number is synonymous with power, both outward and inward. Additionally, this is the first of three master numbers, 11, 22, and 33, and the root of all master numbers. 11 is an uplifting, and inspiring expression number. Each time it appears in a numerology chart, know that the holder of that number has great potential to make great changes to those around them and the world in general. Okay, so that's a brief description on the master number 11 and why it's very significant here, in the numerology forecasting for my water signs, okay? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, or otherwise heavily aspected in your birth chart, okay? So we are going to go ahead and jump right into things and see what Spirit has to say for the water signs. Okay? So these three cards flipped over. So I'm going to take them because they flipped over for a reason. As you all know, with my readings, we do three principles and then we do clarifiers for each one. Okay? So let me just get the dice out the way. And let's see what Spirit is saying for the water signs. Okay, first out, we have Queen of Cups. Okay, now we know Queen of Cups, or I have to take that back. That's not the Queen of Cups, y'all. That's the Queen of Swords. This is the Black Widow. So this is definitely lower vibrational shadow energy. If you're familiar with my readings, we know that the Black Widow is ill-intended, malicious, malevolent, deceitful, always weaving a web to entrap and ensnare his or her victim. Black Widow is definitely feminine energy, but we know now that both man and female can inhabit both masculine and feminine energy. As a matter of fact, we all do. It's just a matter of the balance or imbalance, okay, in between. Some operate mainly from their divine feminine, others operate mainly from their divine masculine, okay? As I always say, the key is to come into balance between the two, because you can't really operate functionally in the spiritual realm and or life without being balanced, without one or the other. Too much masculinity, you taking too much action without being inspired. Too much feminine energy, you tend to be too docile, almost like a floor mat, if you will. Okay, but This is definitely feminine energy, but it's not divine in the upright, because again, it's lower vibrational, malevolent. When you think of the term Black Widow, what do we think of? We think of a woman who goes out, seeks rich men to seduce and eventually marry. Then once they not only marry, but get that legal document, that will, well, they inherit everything. What the elderly husband all of a sudden ends up dead, usually at the hands of the Black Widow. So this energy is definitely dangerous. If you resonate with this energy at all, you definitely want to be on the lookout. This could be some karmic person in your life setting out to do harm to you for no reason. And mostly this is for the divine and chosen ones of the water signs, or those of you who resonate as such. Okay, swords represents the soul space, which embodies our totality as a spiritual being on this physical, or in this physical realm. Okay, so this makes up everything that we are on a soul-driven, soul-intended basis, all aspects. Okay, swords also represents air sign energy. So when we talk about air sign energy, we're talking about Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Okay, so that says that this Black Widow energy, this Queen of Swords, could possibly be an air sign. Okay, depending again how one resonates. Okay, now it doesn't have to be an air sign. This could also possibly be pointing to you, water sign, if you are karmic and you out here doing no good deeds to other people. Okay, you know what your intentions are, so take it as it resonates. So we are going to go ahead and clarify. Okay, the Five of Wands almost came out in reverse. That's the renovator. Need to reset. Okay, so Spirit might be signaling, and it came out in the reverse. So when it comes out in the reverse, you need to reset from within, not so much from an outward aspect or perspective. You need to go within to reset, get into your spirituality, get into your creative. So this could be a minor, I don't want to say minor message from Spirit, but this is just a little extra because it didn't fully come out, to say, hey, with this energy, with this Queen of Swords Black Widow energy, it's time to reset. It's time to get into your spirituality. You might need to get into your intuition more in order to deal with this energy. Or if you water sign are the Black Widow and you're in your karmic energy, Spirit is telling you it's time to reset. It's time to get out of that energy and get into some higher vibrational resonance. Excuse me. All right. So we are going to go ahead and clarify the Queen of Swords for the water signs. Okay. Ten of Cups. Okay, wish fulfillment. 10 is a number of completion. Cups representing the aspects of the heart, home, and family. Okay. Cups also represents what? Water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, Aquarius. So this is telling me that this Black Widow, this Queen of Swords energy, is targeting your wish fulfillment. Okay, when we think of the Ten of Cups, this is your be all within these aspects. You're all good in these areas. When you're all good in your heart, home, and family, everything else is good. Everything else follows. Okay? So this Black Widow energy is specifically targeting your wish fulfillment of the heart. So that karmic energy is definitely up to no good and just hating. 9 times out of 10 for no reason, but because you have something that they don't. They see something in you that's not within. Okay, so definitely, water signs, keep your eye out for this energy. Okay, and if you pay attention to your intuition, hello, recalling that Five of Wands in reverse, the renovator that didn't fully come out. If you pay attention to your intuition, it'll tell you. Or if you're not, that's why there's a need to reset, for you to go within and ask Spirit, what's going on with this energy? If there's someone who means me no good and is out to cause me harm, please reveal to me. I need to see who this person is and what they're up to and why. You ask, you shall receive. Okay? But you got to be on the lookout for the answer. A lot of times we ask questions and we're expecting the answers, but we're not paying attention to where the answers can come from. Okay? We have an idea on where we have a particular idea in our mind where we want to see the answer or the sign of the answer, but you have to pay attention to everything around you, because once you believe and acknowledge your belief and trust in the knowing, signs and answers are everywhere. You just need to know where to look, and don't be stuck in one mind frame. That goes back to the foundation energy, that belief system, how you believe things will show up. It's not always how, the old paradigm, so to speak. So further clarifying, the Queen of Swords is the Two of Cups in reverse. This is the Lover's card, the union. Okay? This is part of your wish fulfillment, heart, home, and family. Two of Cups, same aspect, heart, home, and family. Representing water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Okay? This is in the reverse because this pairing is in danger. It's in danger. Why? Because of this Black Widow energy, this Queen of Swords. So when I tell y'all that this energy is coming for your wish fulfillment, that includes y'all relationships, okay? Y'all romantic relationships, okay? And not even only limited to your romantic relationships, but also to close-knit friendships and unions and bonds. Okay, you need to be on the lookout of this. There could be someone in your life right now spreading lies, rumors to you or about you to cause destruction in these areas. Okay, this is the part of your wish fulfillment here, water signs. Okay, warning comes before destruction. Warning comes before destruction. Warning comes before destruction. And this energy is trying to destroy your wish fulfillment. So what are you going to do about it? Not worry. Not trip about it. Ask for protection. For guidance on how to deal with this energy. And just don't fret, because the more you worry about something, the more power you give it. The only reason that this is coming out is to give you a heads up if you're not already intuitively paying attention to what's going on in your life. Okay? And it tends to happen with a lot of us. We tend to focus on the wrong things. You know what I'm saying? I think it was the video that I did prior to this one, to where the collective, most of the people in the collective were so worried about the material aspects that they were in reverse energy of the spiritual aspects. Why? Because they're so focused on the material, they're blocking what needs to be received in the spiritual realm. Okay, you can apply that here. So, moving forward to the second principal card, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, this is uncertainty within the material aspects. Okay, Pentacles represent the material aspects, which includes finance, business, and property. When we talk about property, we're talking about home, land, apartments, vacation property, for those of you who have and who will, business property. Okay, so there's some things right now, water signs, that you're really uncertain about and you're kind of worried about. Okay, but 7 is a number of divinity. It's divine. So Spirit is saying don't fret in these aspects, okay? Because if you trust in the knowing, you're going to be all good, okay? I also feel like a secondary energy behind this is linked to this Queen of Swords energy, because when we think about the Pentacles, the material aspects, the finances, the business, the property, that's a part of wish fulfillment. Property, home, family, finances, keeping the family above water, Okay, Pentacles also represents earth sign energy. That's Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus energy. Okay, so there's definitely a hint of this karmic energy found in the Queen of Swords and the Black Widow in this card, because we know, well, in tarot, I don't do tarot. What I'm doing now is cartomancy. But in tarot, Capricorn represents devil energy. Okay, so there is a hint of karmic energy with this uncertainty, or being linked to this uncertainty within these particular aspects. But again, with 7 being a divine number, Spirit is saying don't fret. Because when you focus your energy on the worry, what's going to happen? It's going to breed more things for you to worry about, or give you more reason for you to be worried. Okay? So there are some financial challenges and concerns, and Spirit also wants to advise you to avoid excessive spending. Okay? Don't spend on things that are not necessary right now. Okay? Frivolously spending your funds. This is a time for you to kind of buckle down and be more conscious and more wise in your spending habits. Okay? For many reasons. Again, it could be linked to this karmic energy in the Black Widow, Queen of Swords, or just for other reasons, due to the climate that we're in right now, if not due to the personal climate that you may be in at this particular time. Water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or otherwise heavily aspected in your birth chart. So we're going to go ahead and clarify these 7 of Pentacles real quick. Let's see what Spirit got to say to y'all about these finances and these concerns. Okay. 7 of Swords. 7 of Cups. Why am I getting these messed up today? Cups with swords. I don't know. But anyway, 7 of Cups again. 7 divine number. 7 of Cups is the fly-by-night, okay? So water signs, you are feeling doubt and disappointment towards someone in your inner circle or right outside of your inner circle. But it's more so of your inner circle, because again, we're back at Cups. Your water sign energy is very heavy here, water signs, okay? But again, we're back at Cups. Heart, home, family. Heart, home, family. Doubt, disappointment, unreliable folk. So, if this Queen of Swords, Black Widow energy, is not you, or not an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, it could be another water sign, or a family member, or a lover. 2 did come out on the dice, okay? Could be a lover or a close friend who is like family. Take it where it resonates, okay? But whatever this energy is here in the 7 of Cups, the fly-by-night, this doubt, this disappointment, unreliable folk, realizing unreliable folk, lacking integrity, this is directly tied to your material aspects. So this could be someone that you're partnered up Hello to energy and the numerology and the dice. This could be someone that you're partnered up with business wise. Okay, again, this could be a significant partner. It could be a close friend, a bestie, a BFF, however it resonates. But this is directly tied to this Seven of Pentacles energy along with the Queen of Swords. So you got to take it where it resonates. You got to be very mindful, water signs, what's going on right now and what you're lending your attention to and what you're involving people in. Okay. The only way that the Queen of Swords, Black Widow energy has any power in our lives, is if we allow it, or if we invite it in willingly or knowingly or unknowingly. So that's why we have to really pay attention to the energy that we surround ourselves with, regardless of how it's packaged. You need to listen to your intuition, your gut instinct. So many times we go against it, but our intuition, our gut instinct is not going to lead us wrong. I promise you that. I've learned my lesson well enough. I've had my intuitive gifts all my life, and they've proven themselves all my life, time and time again. But what did I do? I went against them, and I had to learn. I had to repeat that cycle over and over and over and over again. And each time I repeated the cycle, the lesson got more drastic. Because somewhere inside myself, I knew, hey, you already know. Why go against the grain? So now I'm finally at the point to where I don't go against the grain. Even if I don't understand the intuitive prompting and where it's coming from, whether it's about a situation, a place, or a person, I don't doubt it. I try my best not to doubt it or second guess it, because I've learned. I done allowed myself in so much mess, second guessing myself or going against the grain. Don't go against the current. Go with the flow of your intuition. Water sign, flow, current. Okay? When you go with the flow, it's an easy stream. Amen. When you go against the current, you're fighting upstream. It's a battle. It's hard. And it's not to say that you can't make it upstream going against the current. You very well can. But it's going to be maybe 10 times, maybe even 20 times harder, as opposed to just going downstream, going with the flow. Okay? That lends to the adage of why chase when you can attract. Okay? Because water sign, that is a feminine energy. Okay? Divine feminine energy. And when we think about divine feminine, it's what? Resting in the allowance, being in the receptive mode, receptivity, allowing the attraction of your desires, whatever it may be, allowing the attraction of that instead of trying to force. Okay, the divine feminine energy is all about allowing, attracting. Okay, the divine masculine is the take action. Okay, is the impartation. Okay, so you gotta get into it. You gotta get into it, and know what you're dealing with and how to deal with it. Okay, so we're gonna further clarify this Seven of Pentacles energy and this Seven of Cups energy. Eight of Wands. This is the fixed mind. Okay, so there's a lot of this. Represents a lot of confusion right now, a lot of stubborn energy right now, stubborn, opinionated folk in your arena right now, opinionated energy. Okay, so this makes a lot of sense with this Seven of Cups, because this could be either, well, it's coming out in the upright. Okay, so this opinionated energy, this confusion, and this highly opinionated, did I say highly opinionated already? I think I did. But this stubborn energy is coming from an outside source. Okay, and this is directly in relation to Wands the aspects of spirituality, creativity, knowledge, and wisdom. When you think about knowledge and wisdom, what is it? Wisdom is the applied knowledge to a situation. Okay, then we deal with communication and the emotional body. So again, the aspects of the aspects of the wands: spirituality, creativity, knowledge and wisdom, communication, and the emotional body. Well, you might say, well, where does creativity come into it? It may be part of your business. Creativity is the way that you think about things. We all have creative ways that we feel about things. Okay, we are all creators, whether we know it or not. We are co-creators in our life. Okay, wands also represents fire sign energy. So we talk about fire sign, we're talking about Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. Okay, so I don't feel a lot of heavy fire sign energy in this, but I do feel a lot of passion toward this energy, which is the representation of fire energy, fire sign energy, passion. Okay, so this could be the passion of the Queen of Sword energy coming through to hinder these aspects for you, or this could be the passion of these outside folks. If they're not the Queen of Sword energy, it's just messy folk in your lives that's just causing mess, that's having opinions about your life where they don't need to have any opinions about your life. Mind your business. Worry about what you got going on instead of worrying about what other folk got going on. That's what fuck people up a lot of times, because they too busy focused on other people's business. Mind your business. Mind your business. And I promise you, things will be a whole lot better if you just mind your business. It's really not that hard to do. Just mind your business. If you see something that you don't like, instead of talking about what you don't like, ask yourself, why is this bothering me? And it don't got shit to do with me. What is that? That's shadow work right there. Why am I bothered by this? That's them, not me. And I have to check myself like that. Less and less these days, but I still do. There's a situation. I just look at the trauma bond and codependency of a certain situation, and it irks my. It kind of irks my spirit, and I have to check myself and like, why does it irritate you so much, Bryce? That's not your business. Mind your business, Bryce. You know, I have to tell myself that. You know, and we all do. Okay, so that's the energy going on there to clarify that Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so now we're going to get to the final principal card, which is the Joker. Let me make sure. Okay, so this is the Fool Apprentice. Okay, this is the Fool Apprentice card in the upright. Okay, so when we think about the Fool Apprentice energy, this is embarking on new self-guided journeys, new studies, new arenas in your life, new beginnings. This energy, though, even though it's called the Fool, it is of the utmost positivity energy. Okay, because I feel like that at some point, water signs, you are going to come to the realization of this Queen of Sword energy, this Black Widow energy, and instead of dealing with these disappointing people and these unreliable folk who lack integrity and have all these opinions about your business when they should be minding their own business, I feel like you are going to come to a space and energy to where you're just going to walk away from it. Okay, that's cutting off people. Even though this card didn't show up at least yet in the spirit, that's cutting ties, severing ties from people and energy and things and places that don't serve you at this point in your life, that don't serve your higher good, what you're trying to evolve and expand to. Okay, and the more that you do that, the easier it becomes. I tell you, I cut ties, I sever ties with the quickness now. I don't care how long I've known you, 20, 25 years. If it's not serving my higher good, you gone. You got to go. You know, is just what it is. Putting self first, self-love, self-empowerment. That's what soul-driven, soul-intended is all about. It's not about the me aspect. It's getting you to a place to where you realize that you have everything, that everything that you need is within. Okay? You are the God in your life. Okay? You are the most powerful person that you know. Okay? And this full apprentice energy is getting you to starting to realize that, like, oh my God, like, I do have the power. Like, He-Man, I have the power. Like, you're getting to this energy. So this is, beautiful energy. But on the flip side of that, you got to be careful, because there's some naivety, however you say it, with this energy going into new arenas, new studies, new self-guided journeys, because it's new. So you're not accustomed to what comes with this new cycle, this new level, this new journey, these new studies. So you have to pay attention, okay? It's still good energy, though. This is youthful ambition, feeling like you can conquer the world, and you can, in the most positive way, though. In the most high vibrational positive way. Youthful ambition, realizing the potential that lies within, and starting to tap into that potential to make it now reality. Amen. So we're going to go ahead and clarify the full apprentice energy. Okay. And these new studies, with this card coming out in the upright, these new studies, these new self-guided journeys are coming from outside sources. So that just means you may be tapping into outside sources at this time for these new studies, these new self-guided journeys, and there's nothing wrong with it, with using outside sources, as long as you resonate with it, okay? Just don't take something for a fact just because it's printed. I'm going to say that again. Don't just take something for fact just because it's printed. Okay? Use that intuition. Check your emotions. See if it's resonating. If it doesn't resonate, don't try to make it fit. That's where a lot of us go wrong as well. We know it don't feel right, but we try to make it fit regardless. That's like them shoes. That's too small for y'all feet, but y'all try to make it fit because y'all want to look good. It look good. Bitch, be comfortable. Why are you putting yourself in an uncomfortable situation just because it looks good? In the end, it don't look good, baby doll. It don't. It's the same thing here. Don't try to make something fit in resonation when it doesn't. Okay? Fact check within. But again, you're embarking on these new studies, these new self-guided journeys from outside sources, content, and material. Okay? But again, fact check within. Okay? This video would be an example. If you're watching this, I'm an outside source. If what I'm saying don't resonate with you, cut it, leave it. Okay? Don't be a bag lady, don't carry it. But if it resonates, take it. It's still clarified within, That's with everything. You gotta clarify, you gotta fact check. You gotta look deep before you leak, as Judge Ephraim used to say. I love her. Okay, so we're gonna clarify so with this full apprentice energy, clarified by the Six of Cups, aspects of the heart, home, family. Water sign, y'all energy is heavy, deep in this intuitive reading. But when you get into this full apprentice energy, you're going to get into your Six of Cups, okay? This is peace, harmony, balance within the aspects of the heart, home, and family, okay? So all this muck is going to be cleared up when you take the appropriate actions, okay? Again, aspects of cups, heart, home, family, water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, okay? Y'all can't tell me that this ain't for y'all, because y'all all up and through this. And I hope y'all not that Black Widow energy. Although some of y'all might well be, because there's light and shadow in all things. Amen. So, to clarify that, okay, So this is the King of Pentacle energy. This is my Wisdom of Solomon card in reverse. Okay, so this could mean a couple of things. Okay, so going back to this Black Widow energy, remember when I was saying that this could be either a male or female. Okay, so if this is in fact a male embodying this energy, they could be presenting themselves as the King of Pentacle when they're really not. They're trying to fool you. Okay, King of Pentacles, when we think about the King of Pentacle energy, that's divine masculine energy. Okay, very wise in business, entrepreneur, ship energy, wise in finances, know how to handle their money and their businesses, and know how to appropriate things of the material aspect. This is impartation, telling you how to do things in a proper way to get the best outcome. Okay, this is all the up and up in the material aspects, finance, business, and even property. Okay, but this is in the reverse. So on the karmic side, on the shadow side energy of things, this could be that Black Widow energy in a male presenting themselves as King Solomon when they're not. And if this is so for you, don't listen to shit that they got to say about no business deals, about your money. If they are your, what's the word I'm looking for? The people that handle your money. Y'all know what I'm talking about, but it can't come to mind. It's not coming to mind right now. Your financial managers, things of that nature. But if this is not that energy for you, water signs, this is just a part of that naivety going into these new studies with this full energy, meaning that you don't quite yet have the equipment needed to be the King of Pentacles in its upright position. Okay, so if that resonates with you, that's not necessarily a bad thing. That just means what? That's part of the naive energy in the Full Apprentice card, and that you just have to learn. And you learn with these outside sources, with finances, okay? But again, fact check. If it resonates, do your research, do your due diligence. But those are the two energies behind this King of Pentacles in reverse. It's either karmic or it's part of this Full Apprentice energy, okay? But either way, all is going to be well if you do what you need to do with these energies. 7 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, that Queen of Swords, Black Widow energy. And these highly opinionated folk all up in your business, having opinions where they don't need to have an opinion. Opinionate yourself with your own life and your own business and what's going on there, because obviously all ain't right there because you all up in mine. Okay? Even when I do intuitive readings, I don't be all up in people's business. I give what the Holy Spirit gives me to impart. I do that. And even when I do that, that's not set in stone unless it is a tower moment, unless it is fate or destiny. But this whole spiritual journey, this whole soul-driven, soul-intended journey is backed by free will. Okay? So this 6 of Cups energy ain't guaranteed to you all. Why not? Because free will. Either you're going to rid yourself of the energy and the people that you need to rid yourself of to get to this outcome. And if not, oh well, you're going to repeat these cycles. Okay, so don't at me, if you get an intuitive reading, whether it's collective or personal, and it don't turn out how you would like it to, is because of the choices that you make. Accountability. Take accountability for the choices that you make and the things that you allow in your life. It's major. It's major. Where you can take accountability for those things in your lives, no matter what it is, it's a game changer. It's a game changer. And I'm speaking from what I know. I used to be the type of person to blame people for what happened in my life. No, I don't blame people anymore. Even though sometimes people have done some heinous things, hurtful things, some dishonest things, some lower vibrational things to me, it's always because I allowed it in some shape, form, or fashion. And once I got to that point of making myself accountable for that, it was major for me. I started lending more attention to the things that I allow in my life. Okay, and no, it didn't happen overnight, but the more and more I practice it, the quicker I realize certain things. And it's like, okay, I did that. I'm responsible for that. Yeah, they a low down dirty bitch, but I allowed that because I let them in, or I let them stay in when I knew damn well that they should have got the boot. I should have told them to kick rocks a long time ago, but I didn't, so I gotta own that. That doesn't make what they did any less worse, but it's realizing the part that you play. Amen. So, Spirit, are there any final words for the water signs? Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or otherwise heavily aspected in your, I was going to say Afro chart, your birth chart. Hey, it might be Afro chart, your birth, because we all from the motherland. Even if we pink skin, even if we lack melanin. So I say pink skin with affection because I love my pink folk. I love everybody. I might not like everybody, but I love everybody unconditionally. If I don't like you and you get on my nerves, you just gonna have to go over yonder somewhere. And that's just keeping it real. So there's nothing else that Spirit has for you all at this time, my beloved water signs. So guess what? We're going to bring this to an end, and that'll be that. Okay. I love you all. Fact check. Ask Spirit for clarity, but even behind this, intuitive reading. I see what resonates for you, and what you need to do about your own personal situation. Okay. Again, as always, I love and appreciate you all for your support, your growing support. I'm really in my zhuzh now, just really knowing that I'm meant to do what I'm doing, and it's not about numbers, it's not about views. Whoever sees it is meant for them to see it. I'm happy with 1, 2, or 3 views, okay? But I know it's going to elevate me, my purpose and design, my destiny, my soul-driven, soul-intended destiny, So I'm going to rock with that, okay? So if you want your own personal intuitive reading, all of the information is going to be in the description box below. The different rates, I think the lowest rate that I have is $15, because, this climate is a trip right now. So I understand everybody can't pay $100 for a full personal intuitive reading. So that's why I have a breakdown of some things that you can't afford at the time. And yes, I do charge for the spiritual work that I do, for the personal spiritual work that I do, because I post free content all the time. These videos, my daily spread on my website, as well as some other things. My podcast is free. You don't have to pay for that, but please feel free to subscribe and donate on a monthly basis to that, or individually using one of the payment forms listed as be below. So go ahead and be soul driven. Cut out the bullshit that needs to be cut out. Tell folk to mind their business and leave yours alone. Okay? They don't need to be all up in yours. Okay? So yeah, that's definitely it. Again, I love y'all. Until next time, deuces. I think the next video, the next video I'm gonna do will be fire signs, and actually I might just do that right now after I upload this. So we shall see.